Hello and welcome back to That Water Fountain is Definitely Broken, in which last episode we began the fourth case of the game, which was Turnabout Reminiscence. Today we'll be continuing it, September 10th, 4:45 p.m. District Court, 3rd floor lobby. Sir, what is to become of the trial into the Courtroom embassy staff member's murder? Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead, the case will be dismissed.
Ha! Looks like you'll have to wait just a little bit longer for your big debate.
Okay, so that makes sense. That's a nice way to maintain continuity, I guess I should say. I suppose it can't be helped. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. So, what do you think about the murder of the Courtroom embassy staff member, and the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Bell? What an outrageous circus it has all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivety. An outrageous circus, right, sir. If you want to hear about an outrageous circus, take out Very Big Circus. I grow weary of this topic, Edgeworth. I will have you assigned to a different case.
Papa, you'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you?
I'll consider it. So, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation. Whatever for. I knew that there was already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Bell. However, there was not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. The perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection. Buddy?
Papa, who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I, we're competing to see who can find the real killer first.
More like you're competing and I'm just kind of doing my thing.
Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It would give us some real-life experience, wouldn't you agree?
If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish. Then, you're allowing us to continue? In court, your top priority is to win, and a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. I'm returning home now. Edgeworth, Francisca, see to it I'm not disturbed, save for the results of your competition. Yes, sir.
Of course, Papa.
Francisca, thank you.
What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means that the competition is still on.
Yes, just as you wished.
I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how well you fare in the investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth.
I know I don't have enough information yet, so my first order of business will be to question anyone involved with this case. Well, Gumshoe's over there. Looks like he's talking to the police officer. I can talk to you, even though I just talked to you. Miss you.
Oh, it's you, Edgeworth, and who are you? Wait, you were just at the crime scene now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I am Francisca von Carr, and I'm about to become the successor to the family name. About to? I guess that means the finale, you're still just another kid. In which case, it's only natural I didn't know who you are. What?
Why are you whipping me? My God, I'm genuinely getting sick. I'm just completely over the fact that you laugh at everything. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you. Jesus Christ, is there an option to disable laughter? Can I like turn off the laughter switch?
And not to ask of you,
Well, what exactly is so funny?
Sorry.
Apparently they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school.
I feel much better now, so what is it you want to talk about?
I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder.
We were in the defendant lobby number 1 the whole time, up until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself.
You were with Detective Bad? Why?
We had a little something to discuss, that's all.
Okay, we're gonna find out all about this. So I take it that you are acquaintances with Detective Bad?
Yes.
Detective Bad is also related to the incident?
That's right, he was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard of the KG incident from my papa, but how does that case relate to you, Miss Yu? The victim of the case is my little sister.
We learned that last time.
You make the super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in this wounded pride every time I see him. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. It was practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes.
I see. He did mention that he is in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more detail. We'll get to it. Okay, we'll get to it eventually. I'd like to ask you questions about your client. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu, is that correct?
Yeah. Once I heard it was the Yatagarasu that made off with the Evans from KG8, I began to ask Mr. Rill all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out Mr. Rill was not the Yatagarasu, he just made that up.
You made it up?
Mr. Rill's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras. but there is no footage of him sneaking into the canopy in air to see himself. Hold on for just 1 second. Then you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Yatagarasu, and that he was just another cold-blooded killer, and you were ready to defend him? Yes, that's right.
I see. So a defense lawyer was actually just someone whose job was to cover for criminals.
That's why defense lawyers are so detestable, but they are no match for us Von Karmas. You just wait till you meet someone named Phoenix Wright. I don't believe it, you serious? Why don't you say that face is something worth being serious about? And Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG incident, alright?
And for that, you have not a single combat defending a known killer.
Don't put words into my mouth, I said no such thing. The only way, I had no intention of covering for him ever. Don't you suggest I was going to?
I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. You claimed that at the time of the murder, you were with Detective Bad.
But don't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during recess? We do, that's what I was going to do. But Mr. Faraday, after that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1 and we just sat there and talked.
Watch. Next we're going to discover that there was actually a secret passage between defendant lobby number 1 and number 2 the whole time, because they were right next to each other. And it's going to be a lot. And if they do that, I'm going to be like, no. You've gone too far now. Now you're implementing like Indiana Jones secret passages into an Ace Attorney game. No, I mean they would never do that. I would hope, but it's just the fact that they're right next to each other made me think that might be a possibility.
Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going. I insulted him some more.
Buddy, when she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults.
Anyway, Mr. Bad and I were in defend lobby number 1 when the murders occurred, so I really can't tell you anything about the hallway lobby number 2.
I see. Okay. Miss Yu, I was wondering if you could just tell me about the Yatagarasu.
The Yatagarasu? I don't really know much about the character myself, but I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them.
Requests from companies?
The Yatagarasu isn't a pretty thief out there for money, you know. Alright then. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma?
Francisca, be careful about who you whip. Choose carefully or we may be super.
There, I chose carefully just like you wanted.
Jesus Christ.
That just now was hilarious, let me see. Of course it was.
What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight? Because you make that face every single time you do it. Like, if she left it that face, that makes sense. But just him being serious? No. Sorry, buddy.
And so in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say I never even heard of this thief while I was in Germany. The Yatagarasu deals in information, namely in digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the like of companies. The Yatagarasu was a vigilante. Vigilante or not, this person sounds like just another criminal to me. I suppose you can put it that way too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now thanks to that thief.
Sounds... I suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yu. I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Alright then, Gumshoe, we are here to speak with you. Can we even speak with you? I speak with you. Detective Gumshoe. Hey, it's you, pal! You're here! Ouch!
As am I.
I don't think you needed to... I didn't do it, pal! I swear my honor as a detective, I really didn't! Your words are useless. I place my trust only in the evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, and should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you. Have a heart, pal! But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about if you really are innocent, that is. Well, that's right! Hey, pal! Go and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will you? I would have done so, but even that you would not requested me to, detective. So you and Mr. Featherday had a small meeting last week, did you? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Mr. Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because on my very first day as a detective, I reported in at my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. By the time I got down to Criminal Affairs, it was really, really late. And that's when he gave me this huge speech.
I remember doing the exact same thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I always wind up going to my old classroom.
Interestingly enough, I never did that. I never had a problem with getting stuck in my old schedule. I was always readily, I always just knew where I had to go the next year. That was never, actually, what about, you know, never, that was never a problem for me. And then not to say that I'm like some high and mighty person, just that I guess I just never had a problem with, like, forgetting my old schedule and accepting the new one. Getting used to the new schedule maybe, that's definitely something, because it's like, you know, you're still adjusting to the timetable moving between classes. But the actual act of like, oh shoot, I went to my third period class that was last year, this year, that never happened. Anyway. You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when you did receive the order to do so, and from whom?
Earlier around 3:20, and from Detective Bad, pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn, so I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday.
And And yet, something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty.
Oh!
So it was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, Now then, Detective Gumshoe, is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nope, nothing, pal.
In that case, allow us to take a look at what you're carrying.
Well, wait, you can't do that.
There's nothing of any particular value here.
Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, you know.
And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket?
Ah, hands up, pal.
Just show it to us already.
Yo!
Annual bonus check within, $500 total, except there was no check inside.
You had your luck, now give it back, pal. It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got into cash today. I had literally no cash on me until I did, you know. It's an envelope that's really special to me. Give it back.
You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry, we'll throw it away for you later.
How can you?
Annual bonus envelope, data judge on my organizer. Okay.
I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning now.
Again, I think I've asked him just about everything I needed to. Luckily, no, wait. Since he became a suspect, there was one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Oh, did you hear anything? Probably.
Understood, but please make it brief, sir.
It will be as brief as I need it to be. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm about whether or not testimony about whether. Okay, yeah. So, okay, just show him the testimony. Present testimony. You told me earlier that you had no sound other than the gunshot out in the hallway. Is that correct?
No thing about it, pal.
Is that also correct?
Yep. Not even a single lamp passed through that hall. I was on duty.
You do realize that the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself?
Huh? Oh, but it's true. I didn't see anyone go through the hallway, and I didn't hear anything else, pal.
But you're obviously lying. Okay.
I bet I found a way to kill the two guys that's beyond what even I can imagine.
What, you think they teleported through the freaking wall? Like they phased through the wall? Or are you actually going down there's a secret tunnel between the rooms path? Because I hope you're not going down that path. But why would he do so given the situation he's in? I believe a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant lobbies is in order. Alright, investigation time. Oh.
You!
Ow! What was that for? What'd I do to you? What was the dollar that I gave you, like, did it have a scratch on it, or let me guess, like, you wanted to go buy a candy bar or something, and, like, I'm sorry, this doesn't work. I'm sorry, it's just, you're gonna have to, well, I don't know where you got this dollar from. You came here a second ago to try to buy something and you didn't have it, then you come back all of a sudden magically with dollar. I think me thinks this dollar isn't real, so now you come back and kick me, it's like, the dollar you gave me didn't work! What? Yeah, what? No explanation, just gonna kick and run?
How could you have not noticed that coming?
You could have said something. My back was turned to her. You're the one who had a clear line of sight. No, you're just like,
This'll be fun.
Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier? Yes, it was.
Thanks! That's exactly what I needed!
Kids can sometimes be so cruel, but why? What was the reason for that?
Looks like she dropped something.
Swiss roll data jotted to my organizer. Okay, so methinks. Is it safe to assume this is what she bought with that dollar?
Maybe we should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead.
I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt the next time we meet. I believe I've asked all that I need to off this man. Now, for Detective Bad and the judge.
We have to confirm who was correct, the judge or that scruff-face right. I suppose we should inspect the hallway for the lobby number 2 next then.
I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Francisca? She's probably my favorite partner. Like, Gumshoe's great, and obviously Gumshoe's, like, top tier, but I love the relationship that Edgeworth and Francisca have. It's awesome. Okay, so let's go to the hallway. Here's the judge and Detective Bad. So, do you see anything else? Oh, that's the vending machine. That's the vending machine that she got it from. It says, because it doesn't say courthouse specials on the thing. Yeah, courthouse special Swiss rolls, and that vending machine, it says courthouse specials on it. No, I don't think so.
I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation.
Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as a defender of the law.
That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other questions.
Anytime, detective. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a few loose ends I have to tie up. Oh, you're that new prosecutor Mr. Von Karma recommended, right?
My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
And I'm Manfred Von Karma's daughter. I'm set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor.
I see. Ah! But I've bit my tongue. Are you alright, Your Honor?
Please feel free to refer to me as just Miss Von Conrad, Your Honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine.
Apparently somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title.
Oh, very well then. Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir.
Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now that's your early testimony.
Yes, what about it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I would like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw.
Alright, after all, it's my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law.
I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, the first thing I will need to do is to figure out the detective's exact movements. Okay, begin investigation. Well, if that's the first thing we gotta do, let's have a chat with you. Your Honor, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder?
Oh, do you suspect me of something?
No, nothing of the sort, Your Honor.
Very well, you may continue with your testimony.
Your Honor, it's your testimony I'm after.
Oh, I had no idea you were chasing after me or my testimony.
I'm beginning to sense that I might want to avoid being in a trial run by this Well, you're gonna be in quite a few of them in the future, Edgeworth.
Time of the murder. Let's see here. Now then, how should I put this? When you get to be my age, you need to pay more frequent visits to the restroom. If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you'll see a small window. That is the window to the men's restroom. In other words, you can see clearly into this hallway from the men's restroom. Okay. So, that gave me an idea. I'm guessing that there's probably gonna be some sort of, like, because they drew a very odd amount of attention to the window in the initial room we were in. So, with another window here, I'm guessing that it's gonna be, like, shot you through the window because it had to be a distance away. I don't know, we'll find out. When I was going into the restroom, the detective Gumshoe, is it? Well, he was standing in front of the vending machines buying something from it. However, in this I couldn't believe. When I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a soul in the hallway anymore. Your Honor, Oh, I'm really sorry. Please let me begin my composure. It was really suspicious. That's what my finely honed intuition said. Although, well, until the murder has occurred, I just sort of brushed it off. Oh.
Apparently the judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. That's probably all I'm going to find out from this Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, may I return to my other duties now? Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor.
Oh, anytime, Mr. Edgeworth, anytime.
Ah, gotta love the judge.
The judges in this country seem rather friendly.
Yes, it's not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear that they are known to hand down very fair verdicts. Okay, now, what do you have to say? Detective Bad, I have something I wish to inquire about.
Hey, how about doing some actual work, you?
I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movements during the recess.
You're getting in the way of my investigation.
I have an order from Mr. Von Karma himself. Plus, I still hold investigative authority. Alright, let's have a little chat. So I hear you were the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here.
Faraday, the guy was just accused, you know. I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective's instinct told me. A lot of good it did you. You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it.
Francisco, I think you need to apologize.
Ah, I'm sorry.
I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bad. Please continue.
I used the phone on the first floor and called the precinct. I told them to send somebody over, and that detective's the one who showed up.
And only upon his arrival did you set Detective Gumshoe to stand guard, Detective Bad?
Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After we got here, we came up to these defendant lobbies together. As we entered this hallway, we ran into you. She told us that Faraday was really mad, and that he dragged Rel off to lobby number 2 to have a word or something, and that Faraday had said to not let anyone interrupt them. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell the big light to stand guard outside.
And around what time did all of that take place?
Let's see, I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving the big light its assignment, he never left the hallway. Not once. Oh, and how can you make such a claim? One of the guards on his floor's main lobby swore to me he didn't.
If the detective never left the hallway, then where did they disappear off to?
That's simple. He must have gone into lobby number 2, just as I suspected. You and I, we were in lobby number 1 next door. The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe.
It would seem that I am still missing some key pieces of information. Detective Bad, you also heard the gunshot, did you not?
Yeah, I heard it when I was in lobby number 1. That's why I came running toward lobby number 2 together with you.
How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene?
Less than a minute.
What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot?
I grabbed the big lug who was just walking around in the hall, and it's into lobby number 2, and that's when we discovered the bodies. In that order. That makes you the discoverer of the crime scene, right? Yeah, I guess it does, little miss. I'm about to become a prosecutor very soon. You will treat me with the dignity I deserve or else. You wait that thing around anymore, and I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss. You wouldn't dare. Ha. Just joking.
Thinking about is really something if you can make Francisca behave.
Are we about done?
Is there anything else I should ask him about? I'd like more specifics about the actual time you heard the gunshot. I'd like for you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot.
It's around the end of the recess and the trial's about to start again, I think.
Okay, so just before the trial.
He is supposed to make himself to transfer the evidence he was holding, but I got the sense he wasn't gonna show for the handoff, so I figured I should go get him or he'd be late. And just as I thought that, the sound of a gunshot hit my eardrums.
So we heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to begin. Okay.
Are we done here? We don't have any time to waste. Oh, come on. All you're doing is standing in front of this door doing nothing.
I get the sense that he is somewhat investigating this crime scene, or rather, he is keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? Detective Bad, may I ask that you cooperate us for just a little bit longer?
I don't have anything else to say to the two of you. You guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place. Fine then. Be obstinate. We'll just do as we please. Come on, Miles.
You may no longer be willing to help us, but may I ask for the forensic scientist's cooperation?
Do as you like.
Okay, well, now I guess it's time for us to actually do some investigating. So the first thing that I want to check out is actually this vending machine. Not because it has anything to do with the actual murder itself, but because I want to check to see if we can actually buy that thing here.
It would appear that this vending machine sells snacks and various other foods.
Oh, really? I never would have guessed that, Francisca. Okay, yeah, you can buy Swiss rolls. Just lovely. What will they think of next?
Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. One packet for $9. Defendant's fresh milk. 1/2 pint for $7. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end of these for $6. They're roughly overpriced.
The lineup is simply awful, period.
Speaking of snacks, I wonder if that Swiss roll for the little girl dropped from the machine.
I was wondering about that myself. Well, yeah, it is. It's right here. Credit card accepted. Accepts dollars here. I guess it doesn't accept coins because she gave us the coins and we gave her $1 in return. Wait a minute. How did she buy the freaking thing? Last time I checked, $6 does not equal $1. So how in the world did she? Oh, you know what? I think I might have gotten it. I think I might know. Okay. So, where's that envelope? Here it is. Detective had an annual bonus of $5. Cashed it. And 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay? That's enough to buy this, right? Which means she would have been here. She would have been in this hallway at the time of the murder. That might be why Gumshoe's lying. That very much might be why Gumshoe's lying. In fact, let me connect that right now. Do we not have that? Oh, I guess we don't. I thought the Swiss roll was a logic. Never mind. Okay. What are you scraping for? Did you find something, officer? $5 bill back there. Come on, it's a little more.
Is there no one working this crime system isn't a total waste of living tissue?
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a single person who we can deem useful here. What are you doing? Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer?
No, first fingerprints are those involved with the case, sir. I guess we know all the players in this case then.
It appears that way, but I have a nagging feeling we're missing something. I suspect that what we're missing is hiding right here in the crime scene somewhere. Okay, well we can go check the window. Because he said that was this guy said that was important. What is this leading out from the window? What? Okay, what is this? Can I investigate this, please? The ants are hot ants. It's a marvel that they can pick up such comparative objects, large to the size.
Well, if you want to carry the mighty Von Carmen name and not be squished under it, you better work extra hard, just like these ants.
I never would have guessed those were actually ants. Okay, and then what is this thing? What is this? It's a pink-colored piece of trash made of rubber. Okay, that's odd. And then, I feel like I've seen something like this before.
Well, honestly, it's a piece of garbage, but you know, the fact that there's a litter running loose inside this courthouse, it's simply unforgivable.
It's not like it was I who did it.
Rubbish belongs in a rubbish bin.
Okay, then there's a cactus here. Well,
What's the matter? I pricked myself. Why would you touch the cactus? Dumbass, what? I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp. Well, what do you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit on the head by one of these? Anyway, this cactus seems to be unrelated to our case. Do you really think so? Because I believe that this cactus sitting on the windowsill is completely related. Why would that be related? The needles are dangerous, sure, but I doubt the killer or the victim would have poked themselves on the thing to cause... Oh! You know what? I don't think that balloon that we saw was red. I think it was pink. Because when Kay came back to kick us, she didn't have the balloon with her. So here's what I think happened. I think what happened is her balloon popped on the needles of the cactus. Boom. This pink rubbery substance, I saw it in a different form earlier today. I believe this is a piece of a popped balloon. I suppose that's possible.
The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend, the windowsill cactus.
That would be the logical conclusion, yes.
Balloon piece I keep doing it in the Edgeworth voice. Okay. Well, that's all we can do for now. Is there anything else down here? Oh, I see the ants are gathering around something.
What are these black speckles?
I believe it's a pile of ants eating away.
Oh, that detective. He claims not a single ant slipped by him, and yet here is a whole hell of them.
And there's a handprint there. There's a handprint there. What are you hitting me for?
As a replacement for that pathetic
Defective detective. Defective detective, there we go. Perhaps I should add this deduction to the detective's growing tab of pay cuts.
Anyway, I wonder what the ants are reading.
From the piece, looks like Swiss roll crumbs. Ah, there's our connection. Okay, there's our connection. So let's connect that now. It wasn't me that dropped the food on the ground.
The courthouse must be kept clean.
Okay, logic. Swiss roll crumbs, vending machine. Because the Swiss roll came from the vending machine, and I guarantee you, it was Gumshoe who helped her buy. She wanted it, and Gumshoe was standing there. She said, "Here, I have $5, and you have $1. Let's figure this out." These bits of chocolate and cake, could they not have come from a Swiss roll?
A Swiss roll? Why would a courthouse sell a thing like that?
It may not seem like the right venue, but however, it is being sold right over there.
The vending machine. I see. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. 2 for $6, talk about expensive.
Leaving the fact that it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that the cake crumbs and chocolate bits were found in this hallway suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. And I'm assuming now we gotta look at the handprint. The director on this bench smells like some sort of sweet substance.
I can't believe there was someone going around dirty the courthouse for shame.
Calm down, Francisca. Now take a good look. Doesn't this smudge kind of look like a handprint to you?
I suppose it could be.
Which means that perhaps we can lift the print of the person who holding this bench.
I see, and then we'll know the identity of our mystery slob.
You there, the lab technician. Could you please find out who the handprint belongs to?
Sorry, yes, sir.
I've got the results of that fingerprint analysis, sir, and do you know who they belong to? Yep, Detective Gumshoe. Good work, officer. I figured as much. Okay. So, I'm assuming that gives us the proof we need to prove that he was the one who sat there, and like, maybe it's like, oh, Gumshoe must have bought the Swiss rolls. But that's not possible, because he didn't have enough money to do it. So where did he get the other money from? Yes, I suppose so. Nope. I sense that you and I will be using this information in very different ways. Yes, we will, because now what I'm gonna do, I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now.
Naturally, after all, I'm here, aren't I?
I think the Gumshoe must have sat on this bench as he ate a Swiss roll. And as he ate, he dropped it on the floor and sullied the bench. So maybe I got it backwards. It wasn't that Kay wanted the $1, but Gumshoe offered the other $5. It was that Gumshoe wanted the money, and Kay was like, wait, I think I can go get $1 for you. Then she comes ask me, runs back and gives him the other $1. That's the order of what happened there.
How can he not have cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable.
Don't you dare whip me again. It wasn't I who made the mess in the first place. For like the umpteenth time. Anyway, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll, that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts.
A contradiction?
I think another look at the special quarter vending machine is in order. Yes, it is. Alright, let's go take a look. And I'm guessing we have to deduce the price. So let's put it over here. Deduce. And yes, it is related because Gumshoe could not afford it on his own. About Detective Gumshoe's finances, he said that until this morning, he didn't even have a single penny on his personage.
Just how poor is that guy?
If his bonus really was only $5, then he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found crate Capcoms on this floor. Indeed, that detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, and yet he did. The question is, how? I have a bit of an idea of how. So this will then update in my organizer. Okay. Investigation complete. I believe I now have a very firm grasp on what happened here.
Ah, well, I do too.
Alright, Francisca. Would you care to share what conclusions you've come to?
Why should I do that? We're still in the middle of the competition, you know. We should be checking to see if your conclusions are wrong first, so you go ahead.
It's almost cute that she's going to do this far to ensure she wins. Almost. Very well, but first we need to pay his honor a visit to correct his testimony. September 10th, 5:15 p.m. Just record quarter number 3. Love the fact that they use that remix music. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony to see how it sounds up.
Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect?
In a sense, I suppose you could say that.
Even you, a judge, is nothing but a common witness before Von Karma.
Silence in the courtroom! Silence, I said! Mr. New Prosecutor, I'm Miss Genius Prosecutor Assistant for the Von Karma.
You bit your tongue again, didn't you?
Ahem. As a defendant of the law, I could never give false testimony. You can even place me under oath if you want.
Very well then, your testimony if you please. Alright then, let's do it. What I saw at recess.
During recess, I went to the restroom. There was a window on the hallway side. In other words, I could see into the hallway. As I entered, I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines. But when I was about to enter the restroom, he had completely disappeared.
That's not possible because his fingerprints were on the bench directly in front of the window. But I guess that makes sense because do we have a picture of the windowsill? We do not. Okay, so that might make sense. Like if depending on how high up the window is from the bench, like he might have been hunched over when he was eating it, sitting on the bench. That might explain it. Your Honor, could you please try to remain calm?
Oh. I'm so used to simply listening to testimonies that I got caught up in the excitement.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun now. Okay, so he definitely didn't just disappear because we have his fingerprints as proof that he didn't.
Well, what was that finger wag for, Mr. Edgeworth? And don't you know it's rude to shout objection while someone is giving testimony?
Oh, just you wait, Your Honor. Ha. For example, I myself never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by.
Miles Edgeworth, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is real life.
This is what some people may say is the pot calling the kettle black. Your Honor, I wonder if you might take a look at this for me.
What is that filth? How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who is the culprit? That party is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness.
If you must know, the uncouth bench Celia has already been placed under arrest thanks to your earlier testimony, Your Honor.
Oh, well that's good, but who was it?
We were able to discover something from the smudge on the bench, namely Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints.
Not happy with committing just murder, he had to go and dirty the courthouse too? Guilty!
Your Honor, please calm down. While it's true that the detective is the one who made the mess on the bench, we have not yet established that this action is related to the double murder.
What do you mean?
I believe that the detective bought a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine, and then promptly sat down on the bench to eat one. The cake crumbs and pieces of chocolate on the floor under the bench, and Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints prove my conclusions to be true.
Oh, but I still don't understand. Is this whole thing related to how I couldn't see him as I was leaving the restroom?
It is indeed. The window in the hallway was built rather high up into the wall, at around a grown adult's chest height. As evidence, I submit that Francisca herself was unable to see out of that window. Ah! That was delayed as all hell. Basically, what this means is that the area directly under the hallway window is a blind spot when the hallway is being viewed from the men's restroom. Which, by the way, it's so where you can even look into the restroom at all.
Then?
It seems you have made the connection. If someone were to sit on that bench under the window, yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe would effectively disappear from sight.
What?
Do you finally see, Your Honor? Your testimony has proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say that with that much enthusiasm. Oh, all I wanted to do was try saying it for once. Here, let me try that again. Hold it!
Is there something of value you'd like to say?
Yes, actually, there is. I remember something else now. Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to testify to the court one more time.
Even if we overrule him, he'd just keep on talking, wouldn't he?
That might not be a bad thing. The more info, the better in a perfect investigation, right? I mean, he is the judge, so we kinda can't overrule him.
I suppose it's... Oh, doesn't mean the detective was sitting there when I...
Yeah, it kinda does. You would have seen him stand up.
Anyway, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. As I was leaving the restroom, I heard the loud bang of a gunshot.
That's odd. I thought the gunshot was, like, right before the trial started.
How was that? That is the testimony of the one who judges the crime of others.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I bet what he heard wasn't... I bet he heard the balloon popping. I bet that's what he heard. Because he had a direct line of sight on that for the window. Because the cactus was right there.
I agree. Before you go around judging others, you should learn to judge your own words.
Hey, I'm sorry. But honestly, I thought that sound was just a noise popper to tell just now.
Now that he mentions it, right before we restarted the trial, he did talk about that.
Oh, by the way, there was something similar to your birthday. Was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day was my grandson.
The most critical point in this argument is when did the judge look into the hallway, and whether that lines up with when the gun was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details in your testimony. Okay, so we need to get exactly... We need to get a time frame of when he heard that gunshot go off. So let's... Does it mean when did you look? As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at what point in the recess did you look into that hallway?
After I called for recess, I handled the charge of prosecutor paperwork maybe about 20 minutes before we reconvened.
Nope, that's not true. So it definitely wasn't the gunshot you heard.
Well, what are you expecting? And I demand to know what that all-knowing smile is for.
Your Honor, I'd like for you to append your testimony.
Alright, if you insist. Let's see. Nope, go back.
Let's see, look, nope, stop it. Looked into the hallway 20 minutes before we reconvene. The detective bads told us otherwise.
I cannot allow you to make an objection.
What? Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection.
Ye gods, I've been overruled.
Your Honor, there are simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste.
What do you mean by that?
You claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that is simply not possible.
Mr. New Prosecutor, recommended by Manfred von... There!
Instead of biting you.
E!
I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Francisca.
Don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back.
With your height, you need a stepladder of 4 to accomplish that.
Mr. Edgeworth, my ears are not that far gone, yet I'll have you know, I can still hear just fine, and I heard the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears.
Ha. Your Honor, it's from Detective Bad, and according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again.
What did you just say?
Your Honor, you just said that you heard the gunshot about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. How do you explain this glaring contradiction?
That can't be.
Unfortunately, that is the truth.
But I heard it clear as day. The loud sound of a gunshot.
The sound of the gunshot. We can't keep on that piece of evidence. I always did wonder why I found it where I did. However, now I understand what that gunshot the judge heard really was. Unfortunately, Your Honor, this is what really produced the gunshot you heard. I found this object in the hallway earlier.
What is that pink substance?
It may not look it, but this is actually a piece of balloon.
I see. And I suppose you would like me to accept that the pink balloon isn't the court record?
Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony.
What?
Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway when you heard the gunshot. Now, there was no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at that time. Therefore, you believe he must have been in the crime scene at defendant law number 2. Am I correct?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Let me ask you something. Do you think the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I've said enough. Your Honor, you were fooled by the popping of this balloon into thinking it was a gunshot.
What is the manner of trickery is this?
That was a good effort you put forth, Miles Edgeworth. But if it was me, I'd have wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified.
Can you elaborate on how one ends something before it even begins?
Well, to be honest, I didn't think that the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot sound. But who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this?
That's true. One doesn't usually think of balloons in conjunction with courthouse.
I want to trade these with you.
That's it. The balloon that girl was holding, it explains everything. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy.
Who knew that giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do? What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I will see to it myself that he is released.
Wait, there are still a few things I have yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request you permission to further question Detective Gumshoe.
But why? I thought we just cleared his name.
Whether we did just now or not, I still cannot say. The only thing I can do for now is to continue in my quest for the perfect explanation. And to that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occurred in the hallway.
Very well. Bailiff, please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom.
I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. September 10th, District Court, Courtroom number 3.
What's it now? Is it time for my trial already? I already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it.
I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe.
No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that.
No. I'm the judge around here. I'll be the judge of that. Why can't you guys be a little less judgmental? Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part.
Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. We have yet to prove he is completely innocent of this crime.
I guess so. What are you guys talking about?
In any case, I would like you to testify as to your actions while you were on guard duty, and please remember, you are not on trial. This is all just part of the investigation. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony...
Yeah.
My group will object loud and clear.
If you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely, understood?
I got you, pal.
Thinking back on the state of the crime scene in the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe is lying, and if I can't break his lie, then we may never get a break in this case.
While I was on duty, I came on into this courthouse on Detective Bad's orders. And as soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard in front of lobby number 2. From that time on, until I heard a gunshot, I was in the hallway the whole time.
Well, we know that you weren't... We definitely know you weren't guarding it the whole time.
I'll be honest, Detective, so it wasn't me, pal.
I need you to specifically say that you didn't leave your post the whole time. Because then I can call you out on it. I know he's lying in his time. I think it's time I pull the information I need out of him. With pleasure. Okay. So, I need you to say explicitly that you never left your post. You claim to have been in that hallway the whole time. However, is it not a fact that you did something while you were in that hallway?
Of course I did something. I guarded the door to the lobby. No.
Very well then. And what exactly does guarding that door entail?
I'll put it simply. Oh, I know. It was my job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch.
Oh? Detective Gumshoe, you mean that you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Is that really what you wish to testify to the effect of?
You got it, pal. I didn't take a single step away from that door. It was like I was ordered not to.
Well, we know that's not true.
Well, why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden?
Because we are all in shock, and in awe of your utter stupidity.
Scuffy, if you're going to lie, at least tell us a more believable one.
Ouch! But I'm not lying.
I should hurry up and bring this inseparate testimony to a close. I did not take a single step away from the doorway. That is not true. We found your fingerprints on the bench. I have an objection.
What is it, pal?
Detective Gumshoe, I wonder if you might recognize this from somewhere.
Hey, it's one of those things. The courtroom special Swiss rolls, right, pal?
Precisely. In that case, I suppose that you also recall the studied hallway bench.
Hey, you know what? Detective Gumshoe, you know you can't go around dirtying up the courthouse like this.
You inconsiderate, slovenly pig.
Eek! I promise to clean it up later, I swear.
Now then, shall we get down to business? About the fact that you didn't move even a single step from the front of that door. Is that really if that really were the case, then how were you able to buy a pack of Swiss rolls?
Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from in front of that door, how did you manage to get the bench dirty with your grubby hands?
It appears that Francisca's whip can do more damage than my words alone can.
Alright, I confess, pal. I'm sorry I bought myself a pack for myself, okay? I thought I'd get chewed out if anyone else found out me eating on the job. So I didn't want to say anything. Well, unfortunately for you, I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine. Okay, I'm sorry for lying. Well, that's all I'm sorry for, you got that? Because I'm not holding anything else back.
The last statement. It may sound like, however, there is something I don't quite believe about it. Are you saying you're not withholding any further information from us?
Of course not. I've got nothing else to hide, pal.
If only that were true, Detective Gumshoe.
It is true, pal. I swear there's nothing else.
Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you are aware of the price of the pack of Swiss rolls, correct?
Remind me again, pal.
That vending machine out in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for $6 a pack.
And yet, according to you, you didn't have any cash on you until you cashed your $5 annual bonus check. Isn't that right? Let me ask then, how did you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you provide me with a proper explanation to that?
I told you, I bought it by myself, pal. There wasn't anyone else in the hallway with me. So there's no one who could help me buy it. Wait, don't tell me. You got some kind of proof there was someone else in the hallway, don't you?
Correct.
As if you could. And what are the chances of that?
Wait, you do? Of course I do.
What? How?
What proof do I have that must have been someone else in the hallway? Because the Swiss roll wrapper was dropped by Kay Faraday after she kicked me in my back.
Hey, you showed that to me not 2 seconds ago, pal.
I think you're under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of rolls.
Wait, if you didn't buy it, then that means you must have stolen it, you thief!
I would never do such a thing.
All you liars are the same. You said it was Gumshoe. Look, I love you, pal, but you're not in the position to be talking like that right now.
I believe that you meant to assert that all thieves stood out as liars. And in that case, what does that say about you, Detective? This particular Swiss roll was dropped by a certain someone.
Oh!
There were 2 rolls in this package. You ate one of them. But you then gave the other one to a certain other person, didn't you?
No, wait, pal. You gotta know, I ate both of them.
Nope. And, no, don't, if you kick me again. Aha! You're quick, but I'm much faster. You get dodged this time. Also, why are you on the, this is your attack stance. You're like, you're ready to go. It's like, come at me, bro. It would appear that we've caught you at last.
Hey, don't you dare do anything bad to that girl.
It would appear that they do know each other after all. So why do you continue to come up to me and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow?
I have a name, and it's Kay.
Kay what?
Kay Faraday.
Faraday. Are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter?
I'm not a you, I'm Kay.
Kay? You know, good little girls don't kick other people, especially not hot enough to leave big nasty bruises like the way you do.
Well, you shouldn't have put Gummy under arrest, mister.
Gummy.
I guess that's what she's talking about, Detective Gumshoe. No, really, I never would have put that one together.
What a cute nickname you've given him. Gummy didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
It appears that I will need to speak with her in a bit more detail.
Rawr!
Oh, okay then. Let's have a chat. Why? The fact she's on the attack stance is just okay. Nothing, Kay. It's like this is like the perfect contradictions. Like Edgeworth is so serious with his arms crossed and like a frown face, and then Kay is like bouncing back and forth on the attack stance. It's just like polar opposites.
She's like a stray cat.
I wonder if I should feed her something.
Do we have a Swiss roll to give her? We have this.
Okay, I promise to give this to you if you calm down.
Oh, Swiss roll.
It really belongs to you. It really belongs to you, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was saving it for Daddy.
Oh my.
Your father, he's...
Ugh! Don't you say another word, pal! She doesn't know you...
Oh my god.
Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. But I already know about Daddy. I overheard the guards talking. About how Daddy's not here anymore.
I'm sorry I couldn't protect him.
Okay.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna...
Aww. It's alright. Let it all out. Your father just passed away after all. I myself was also involved in the case at this courthouse when I was a young child, a case in which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. All of my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed into fine ash on that nightmarish day. Even now, the wound festers deep in the depths of my soul. Ever since that incident, I've dedicated myself to locking away every criminal I can, and now, to have this happen right in front of me, this child, I feel a certain shared fate, a common bond between us.
Miles Edgeworth, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you going to just stand there and watch a lady cry?
Oh, you're right, sorry about that. Okay, here, how about we use this handkerchief here and dry your little eyes? Oh, okay, no, don't think that's what he had in mind. No, my prophet, don't blow your nose on that.
I feel better now, thanks.
Alright then, are you gonna talk to us now? Okay, are you going to be alright? That was a lightning fast recovery. Somehow I highly doubt that, but I'm not going to push it.
I promised Daddy I'd never cry in front of strangers.
And you're a good kid, aren't you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right?
Yeah, that's right. Even if I can't see Daddy anymore, I'm still going to keep all my promises.
You're a very brave girl, Kay.
You're a very good child for keeping the promises you make to your papa. I'll even testify you didn't cry, just for you. Thank you very much, lady. It's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all.
It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Francis is sympathetic to Kay's feelings. Okay, and your father? Okay, what kind of person was your father?
Daddy was the hero of justice. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world.
So to you, a prosecutor was a hero of justice, I suppose we are in a sense, as we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals.
Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me my absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls.
Oh?
I want to be a hero of justice someday, just like Daddy, so I've been working really hard.
I see, and what have you been working hard on?
I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I made together.
You have a book of promises?
A promise notebook. May I take a look inside, Kay?
Sure, okay.
It appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between father and daughter.
Okay.
I think Mr. Faraday's writing conveys a sense of the kind of man he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later. Okay, let's check out what these, nope, I said let's check out what these promises are. Let's see, we got, Kay's promises to Daddy, promise will never take things from a stranger, promise to never go anywhere with a stranger. Aha. And there's the missing motive. There's the reason why Gumshoe's been lying. Because she took money from Edgeworth, and she went to the vending machine with Gumshoe. What else we got? Always be people with smuggling people you don't know. Well, alright, well, you kicked me, that's another one. Never cry in front of strangers, that's another one. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. That one's fine. Daddy's job is to make sure that everyone follows the rules. Kay, be a good girl and promise you'll keep your promises to me, okay? That's actually kind of sweet. But also, this is the motive that Gumshoe had for lying. I hope you'll continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father.
I'm gonna try.
Hey, Kay, so I'm a detective that catches the bad people, right? That means me a hero, too.
Yeah, you're really cool too, Gummy.
Yeah, aren't I, Kay?
What is with the two of them?
I earned on verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero, too.
Yes, and thanks to your oh so heroic testimony, you almost painted that detective as a vile criminal and sent him off to jail.
I'm really sorry about that.
Gummy's not a bad man, okay?
And she's back on the offense. That poor judge, you're being treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice. It appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay.
Yeah, we're friends.
In that case, would you mind telling me a little more about him? So I take it that you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier.
Yup. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing in the hallway staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi.
Oh, so you already knew. Okay, so the only one she broke was that whole taking something from a stranger thing. Still, and when was this?
Huh? Oh, before everything got crazy.
How long were the two of you together?
We only talked for a little while, and then we went on our own ways.
That's right, pal. Kay.
Oh, which means we have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess, isn't that right?
You got me.
I don't stop picking on Gummy, mister.
Very well then. I'll just have to speak with the good detective in private later. Okay, and then the last thing. Well, you were the one who bought this pack of Swiss rolls, Kay?
Well, I didn't really have a lot of money, and I somehow made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had.
Yeah, I gave you one.
But that still wasn't enough, and I really, really wanted one.
Come to think of it, she did, and that's when you came and asked me to change your money, correct?
Yeah, thanks a bunch for doing that, mister.
Sure. But let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, correct?
Well, that's why.
Hey, if you bully Kay anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal.
Need I remind you that you're the one already under arrest?
Yo!
I sense that Kay is going to be less than the forthcoming with this question.
Sorry about your ruffly thing.
Well, now that it's positively drenched in your nasal mucus, don't worry, Kay, I have a spare. So here, you can have this one. Oh, is that the... That's the thing she showed in the last case.
But Daddy said everything's for...
Yeah, well, guess what? You already took money from me, so too late on that one. It's one of the promises you made in your promise number, correct?
Yeah, look, see, it's right here on the page.
Yeah, trust me, I noticed. Alright then, I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home and wash it nice and clean, and then give it back to me the next time we meet.
Okay, Daddy said I could never borrow things. I couldn't borrow things from strangers.
Nah, they're just beating you over the head with this. Now then, Detective Gumshoe.
Uh-oh.
I believe it is now crystal clear that you were with little Kay in the hallway.
Yeah! I told you to stop being mean to Gummy! Miss Miles Edgeworth, there is still something you have yet to resolve.
I beg your pardon?
You still haven't offered an explanation for why that man would lie to us.
I'm about to. That's well.
Gummy, don't tell me you lied for my sake.
Oh, he did.
Hey, don't worry about it, Kay. Everything's gonna be okay.
So that's why.
So what was Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying? If you can't explain that, then you can't call us a perfect investigation.
His reason for lying is very simple.
What?
Here is what I believe to be his reason. From simple observation of the detective's actions and its interactions with Kay, it's obvious the detective was lying for the young girl's sake, and this piece of evidence will show you exactly why.
Mr. Faraday and Kay's promise notebook, how does this explain anything?
If you could take a look at this page, it's clearly written that Kay should never take things from a stranger. When Detective Gumshoe heard about that promise, he tried to cover for Kay.
What a foolishly foolish fool's fool of a foolish reason for a fool!
Oh!
Gummy, you lied because of me, didn't you?
Because I'm your friend, Kay, that's why.
Gummy!
At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now?
Guess there's no best than you, huh, pal? Okay, I'll spill the goods. I've been standing guard for a while. I was getting ready, really hungry, and that snack vending machine was taunting me. But all
the cash you had on you was $5, and that wasn't enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item in that machine is a $6 pack of Swiss rolls.
Yeah, but then like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up. I was thinking about...
was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy, so I wanted to buy a Swiss roll, but I only had about $1 in coins.
So we pulled my $5 and her $5 and her $1 dinner and bought a pack of Swiss rolls together.
But I was worried about breaking one of my promises, so then Gummy said,
Mr. Verity's one scary guy when he gets mad, but don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, you bought it with me, so you didn't really get it from me, you know?
he told me it'd be okay, and he gave me a whole roll to save and give to Daddy. Who knew that Scruffy could be so considerate?
Indeed. Detective, I take it that you then sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together?
Yeah, we split the other roll and ate it right then. Sweet taste of that cake, Charlie, I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal.
Anyway, okay, I believe this also belongs to you.
Oh, that's from the balloon I popped. It's bad manners to leave garbage lying around, Kay. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. It was sitting high up on a windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once, I forgive you. But that balloon! I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose. And because of me, Gummy dropped his half of the Swiss roll.
Haha, you really got me there, pal.
So I thought maybe I should give Gummy this other roll. And I saw you picking on Gummy, mister.
So you kicked me, is that it?
You sure are a feisty one. I'm really sorry, mister.
It's alright, I'm perfectly unharmed. But about the Swiss roll, would it be alright with you if I handed it onto it until Detective Gumshoe was cleared of all charges and free to go?
Yeah, sure. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay?
Of course, I promise. Now then, I believe we have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway for the entire duration of his duty, which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders. Great, you again.
Actually, it proves just the opposite, Edgeworth. You've just shown that Detective Gumshoe is the only one who could have committed the crime.
Well, what do you mean?
It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Miss Hugh.
Oh, for God's sake, again with the laughing.
I'm getting lectured on manners. Let go of the pension for women people.
What? How dare you talk back with such insolence?
You're wrong, lady. Gummy's not the bad guy.
Oh, and what have we here? What is a child doing here in a courthouse?
According to you, there's 3 children here, me, Francisca, and Kay, so at this rate, nothing should surprise you.
Bailiff, please take this child in.
Well, Miss Callisto, you, that girl's Mr. Faraday's.
I know, so what? You think just because she's the victim's daughter that she gets to just run wild on the crime scene? I think it's actually quite dangerous for her to speak of nothing of getting underfoot.
I suppose you're right, however.
As long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now, the detective, you were in front of the door to lobby 2 the entire time, correct?
Yeah, but...
You see, he's an obvious it can only be the detective. He's the only person who could have gone into lobby number 2 at the time of the murders.
Ugh, I have no counter-argument to that.
Don't worry, I've already put in the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest.
But the investigation is far from over.
Oh, that's right. I was going to speak with you about that.
I suppose it is.
Oh, someone with more experience in law than you. Allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on the criminal, or you may regret what comes of your negligence.
Oh, Miles, I can't believe you're letting this woman lecture you like this. This is unforgivable to discipline upon karma.
Don't down, Tigress. Now then, are you looking forward to the results of the investigation?
I'm starting to think my investigation is going to point to you being the murderer.
So we're back to square one.
Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe will be formally charged under all the circumstantial evidence. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we had to expect. Let me guess, the room where she was in? The first attempt? Yep, lobby number 1. Alright, that part was really good. That part was really, really good. That point had a great investigation and some great confrontations. This case is awesome so far. Alright, that'll leave this episode, so thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more Ace Attorney Investigations. Miles Edgeworth. Goodbye.